Resilience is what keeps difficult situations from overwhelming us completely, and it helps us recover more easily when they do. We all want to be resilient, but what does that really mean? When we talk about resilience, it usually looks like one of three things. Something we're just born with or not, like, she's such a strong person. Something we're destined to have or not, based on our environment, like, he just never had a chance. Or something we decide to create for ourselves or not, like, they just have to keep pushing through it, what else can you do? When we talk about resilience in the examples above, we're not seeing the whole picture. Resilience is all three of these things at once. How we're born, how our environment supports us, and how we learn to support ourselves. We can think of resilience as a combination of three things. Temperament is something we're born with that shapes how we respond to our environment. In the same way our personality shapes how we would behave at a party, our temperament shapes how we would react to potential trauma. For example, if someone is yelling at me, my temperament helps to determine whether I'm more likely to cry, yell back, feel numb, or walk away. Communal or societal resources are sources of stability and support that come from our loved ones, neighbors, and larger community. These help us feel purposeful, valuable, and cared for. They include things like relationships, access to healthcare, and a job that pays the bills. Personal or internal resources are our abilities, strengths, and skills that help us manage adversity. These help us feel capable, confident, and in control of our own lives. This includes things like coping skills, the ability to adapt to change, and having something to be hopeful about or look forward to. A resilience map will look a little different for each of us. For example, you might view faith as more of a personal resource because you rely on deeply personal beliefs and faith practices. For someone else, it might be more of a communal resource because you rely on relationships with other people in your faith community. Temperament's role in resilience reminds us that some things are beyond our control, but that doesn't mean that we're powerless. Personal resources remind us that we have the capacity to create change for ourselves. Communal resources remind us that some things can only be achieved when we take care of each other. Here are a few ways you can build your resilience, both alone and with others. Think about difficult situations you've had in the past. What did you do then that was helpful? Sometimes the nostalgia of something from childhood is extra helpful. Ask friends, family, or coworkers what they've been doing lately to cope with the stress of COVID. Having that conversation in a group can help everyone feel less alone. Remember not to judge how others are coping, even if it's very different from you. Talk to someone who knows you well and find specific ways you can support each other.